Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be looking at paper 2, question 2 for the June CSEC Geography exam. Let's take a look at the questions. A, part 1 is a test of your practical skills. You are required to identify the landforms that develop along the coast. Part 2 of A asks you to state the main landform which separates bays. For B, part 1, you are asked to outline the differences between weathering and erosion. For part 2 of B, you are required to talk about two processes of wave action. C is asking you to explain how frost action and hydrolysis take place. And finally, in part D of the question, you are asked to explain how rock hardness and wave refraction result in the formation of bays and headlands. Now, instead of answering the questions in the order in which they appear on the paper, this is the sequence I will be using. And this is just to help you to connect the different concepts that are associated with this question. Weathering and erosion are both processes of denudation. So they are both responsible for the lowering of the land surface. While weathering is a gradual breaking up of the rocks in situ and therefore involves no transportation of the material in the process, erosion involves materials being picked up and carried away by moving agents such as water, wind, and ice. Weathering is the result of atmospheric and biological activities. One process of weathering is frost shattering, which is a mechanical weathering process. During frost shattering, water is collected in the fractures of rocks. When temperature falls below 0 degrees, the water freezes, causing the cracks to expand. When temperature increases once more, the ice melts and the cracks contract. The continuous expansion and contraction of the rock fracture will lead to the rock breaking apart. Another process of weathering is hydrolysis, which is a chemical weathering process. During the process of hydrolysis, water reacts with minerals in the rocks, resulting in the minerals being changed into weaker ones. For example, feldspar, which is a type of mineral in granite rocks, reacts with water and is changed to clay minerals. Erosion can take place in a number of environments or landscapes. One example is along the coast as a result of wave action. As the waves hit against the coast, the pounding effect of the sea can cause the cliff to break up. Sometimes water may get into the cracks of the rocks, forcing it to expand and break apart. This process is called hydraulic action. Another way wave action can erode the coast is by the process of abrasion. Abrasion is where the materials being carried by the sea hit against the coast and cause the land to be worn away. This often occurs along cliff faces due to destructive waves. Wave action not only causes erosion, it can also result in deposition. So, as a result of wave action, a number of landforms can develop along the coast. The diagram shows a cave at A, an arch at B, and a stump at C. These are all erosional coastal landforms. At D, there is a bayhead beach or a swash-aligned beach, and this is a depositional coastal landform. Notice in the diagram that the bays are separated by a highland projecting outward to the sea. This landform is called a headland. Bays and headlands develop together. They often form where there are alternating bands of hard and soft rocks facing the sea. The soft rocks are more susceptible to physical forces and are therefore eroded faster to create indentations called bays. The harder rocks are left behind, projecting into the sea to form headlands. So, an indented coastline is created when bays and headlands are formed, and this creates the condition for wave refraction to take place. Wave refraction is basically the bending of the wave crest in the direction of the coastline. As a result of wave refraction, most of the energy is concentrated along the headland and less energy is concentrated along the base. All right, so I hope that this was helpful to you. Uh, Please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe.